Hello students, in this video we are going to learn about overlapping, that is the type of overlapping, and very important concept of this lesson, which is the hybridization, a definition, then need for the concept of hybridization and important steps involved in this process. Okay. First of all, we will discuss about the overlapping. According to valence bond theory, the formation of covalent bond takes place only when half-filled atomic orbitals of one atom overlaps with half-filled atomic orbitals of another atom. The spin of electron must be opposite with each other. Then there are different types of overlapping of atomic orbitals. That is the process in which types or which kinds of orbitals are overlapped with each other decides the type of overlapping. The first type is S overlapping. S overlapping. Here the S orbital of one atom overlaps with S orbital of another atomic orbitals. This overlapping takes place along the internuclear axis. SS overlapping means the overlapping in which S orbital of one atomic orbital overlaps with other S orbital of another atomic orbital. The overlapping takes place along a internuclear axis. For example, formation of hydrogen molecule. In hydrogen molecule, one S orbital, one S1 of hydrogen atom overlaps with one S1 of another hydrogen atoms. This overlapping takes place along this internuclear axis. That is here the overlapping of atomic orbital takes place along an internuclear axis. In this overlapping, the extent of overlapping is a maximum, and hence, according to valence bond theory, the bond formed is a strong bond. Then the bond which is formed by a linear overlapping or internuclear overlapping of atomic orbital is called as a sigma covalent bond. A sigma covalent bond. The bond formed by axial or linear. The bond formed by a linear overlapping or internuclear overlapping of atomic orbital is called as a sigma covalent bond. As the extent of overlapping is maximum, it is a stronger bond. A sigma bond is a strong bond because the extent of overlapping is a maximum. Hence, it is the first type, that is S overlapping of atomic orbital. Then A second type, the process in which one s orbital of one atom overlaps with a p orbitals of another atom. The process or the type of overlapping is called as sp overlapping. The overlapping in which one s and one p orbital of two atoms overlaps with each other is called as sp overlapping. For example, a formation of hydrogen chloride molecule HCl. The electronic configuration of hydrogen is 1s1, then chlorine 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3px2, 3py2 and 3pz1. During the formation of HCl molecules, half-filled 1s1 orbital of hydrogen overlaps with half-filled 2pz1 atomic orbitals of chlorine and form sp overlapping. For example, this is a px of a pz1 of a chlorine atom, hydrogen atom, chlorine atom. These two atomic orbital overlaps linearly or along the internuclear axis, like that. S orbital of hydrogen and the p orbital of chlorine to form HCl molecules. These overlapping also takes place axial. This overlapping takes place linearly or along the internuclear axis, and hence the bond formed between hydrogen and chlorine is a sigma covalent bond. The overlapping in which s orbital of one atom and p orbital of another atom overlap linearly is known as sp overlapping, and the bond formed is a sigma covalent bond. Then a third type of overlapping which takes place linearly is a p-p overlapping. A third type of overlapping, p-p overlapping. As we discussed earlier, the overlapping between two half-filled p orbitals of two different atoms forms a p-p overlapping. That is, it is the type of overlapping in which half-filled p orbital of one atom overlaps half-filled p orbital of another atom. It is known as a p-p overlapping. For example, a formation of Cl2 molecule, chlorine molecule. Here, a 3pz1 of one chlorine atom overlaps with 3pz1 of another chlorine atom. This p orbital overlaps linearly or along internuclear axis, and hence the bond formed is once again a strong sigma covalent bond. Okay, we will see this p-p overlapping or explain a p-p overlapping with the help of a diagram. Suppose this is 2pz1, a 3pz1 of one chlorine atom overlaps with 3pz1 Z1 of another chlorine atom. Then this orbital overlaps like that, and here overlapping is a maximum, and it forms a sigma covalent bond in HCl molecule. That is the first three types: in SS overlapping, in SP overlapping, and in PP overlapping, which takes place linearly or along the internuclear axis. A formation of a sigma covalent bond takes place. Okay? As extent of overlapping is a maximum, a sigma bond is a stronger bond. Okay? Now, we will discuss about the last type of overlapping, which is a PP overlapping, in which a pi bond is formed. The overlapping in which atomic orbital overlaps sidewise or laterally. The overlapping of atomic orbital in which atomic orbital overlap sidewise or laterally, which acquire a minimum overlapping. As the extent of overlapping is a minimum, the bond form is a weaker and known as a pi covalent bond. That is, a pi bond is a bond formed by a lateral or a sidewise overlapping of atomic orbital. For example, suppose this is p orbital of one atom. This is again a p orbital of another atom. They overlaps laterally or sidewise. Here, the overlapping takes place sidewise or laterally. The minimum space is involved in overlapping, hence the bond form is a pi bond which is weaker. As extent of overlapping is less, the bond form is a weak, which is known as a pi. And hence, a sigma bond is always a stronger than pi bond because their extent of overlapping is a maximum, as overlapping takes place linearly or along internuclear axis. Okay? Here we finish four different kinds of overlapping, which are SS overlapping, SP overlapping, PP overlapping, and PP overlapping, in which orbital overlaps laterally or sidewise. The extent of overlapping decides the formation of a sigma or a pi covalent. A hybridization is very important concept of the chapter, that is a chemical bonding. Hybridization can be defined as the process in which a mixing and a recasting. The process in which a mixing and a recasting of atomic orbitals of same atom having nearly a same or equivalent energy to form a new orbitals of equivalent energy is called as a hybridization. Hybridization means it is the process in which a mixing as well as a recasting of atomic orbitals of same atom having nearly same energy. Means a 2s atomic orbital can mix together or 2pz or 2p atomic orbital of same atom mix together, but a 2s and 3s atomic orbital of same atom cannot overlap because they have a different amount of energy, and hence the atomic orbital of same atom having nearly equivalent same energy to form an equal number of new orbital, which is called as a hybrid orbital. This hybrid orbital have an equivalent amount of energy. These hybrid orbitals are recasted to have a minimum repulsion and maximum stability. The overall process is called as a hybridization. According to valence bond theory, the atomic orbitals of two atoms have half-filled electron, half-filled orbital can overlap. But here, the mixing and recasting of atomic orbital of same atom takes place. Atom must be same. The energy of atomic orbital must be nearly same to undergo hybridization. Hence, the hybridization is a mixing as well as a recasting of atomic orbital. Then, why the process of hybridization is essential? That is, what is the cause, a reason, or in short, we can say a need for the concept of hybridization. Need for the concept of hybridization. First, an important requirement is to explain a valency of a certain elements. We know that a valency means the number of unpaired electrons present outermost, that is a valence shell of an atom, is known as a valency. But it is observed that the valency of some elements are greater than the number of unpaired electrons present in the valence, that is outermost shell of an atom. For example, a carbon atomic number 6 has electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, then 2px1, 2py1, 2pzz. Here, a carbon has only 2 unpaired electrons. 2 unpaired electrons. And hence, according to valence bond theory, a carbon can form a maximum of 2 covalent bonds. you will, according to valence theory, the number of valency, that is the number of covalent bond formed, is always equal to number of unpaired electron present in outermost shell. Hence, according to VBT, carbon can form only two covalent bonds, but it is observed that in methane molecule, CH4 molecule, carbon, hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen and hydrogen. The carbon atom can form 4 covalent bonds. The valence bond theory does not give a satisfactory explanation about this formation of more covalent bond than number of unpaired electrons. And hence, to explain the valency of such element, the concept of hybridization is essential. Then, another example, BeCl2. Here, a barium is a central atom which electronic configuration is like that, 2s2, 1s2 and 2s2. A valence shell of beryllium does not have unpaired electron, that is, number of unpaired electron is equal to 0. Means it cannot form any kind of covalent bond because unpaired electron is equal to 0. But it is observed that in BeCl2 molecules, the valency of beryllium is equal to 2. Similarly, in BF3 molecule, in boron, atomic number 5, 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py0, 2p0. The number of unpaired electron is equal to 1. But a boron can form a 3 covalent bond with 3 different fluorine atoms. And hence, we explain the valency of such elements in which a number of unpaired electrons is less than a required number of covalent bonds. The concept of hybridization is very, very important or essential. Similarly, a valence bond theory does not give any explanation about a shape as well as a geometry of a molecule. This concept of hybridization is also essential to explain a shape and a geometry of a molecule formed. A methane molecule has a tetrahedral geometry, tetrahedral structure. This tetrahedral structure cannot be explained on the basis of VBT. The bond angle in ammonia molecule EnS3, which is equal to 107.28 degree. Such bond angle cannot be explained with the help of valence band theory, and hence to explain the shape, geometry as well as a bond angle in molecule, the concept of hybridization is very, very important. Hybridization means the mixing and recasting of atomic orbital of same atom having nearly same equivalent energy to form an equal number of new orbitals. During this process, a recasting, that is redistribution of atomic orbital, takes place to minimize the repulsion between atomic orbital and to achieve the maximum stability. Okay? In next video, we will discuss about the important steps of hybridization and the characteristics of hybridization. Okay? Now we will start. Thank you very much.